Hello. Okay. Hi, Randy. You're the only one here so far. Okay, so hello, welcome to Shavalot. I'm Janice. I'm here today to, I'm going live. It's my third session of, my third live of 30 days. So I'm going to be going live for 30 days in a row. I missed yesterday by accident. Something happened and I couldn't make it. So that wasn't a very good start, but I'm here tonight. And last time we were here, Deb, my sister Debbie's here. Hi, Kimberly. This says I can bring you guys on the camera. What is that? Well, I can wave at you. I can click that. And let's see. This says that I'm waving at you now. And it also says I can bring you guys on. Who wants to come on camera with me? It's just to test it. Debbie? Hope? So, Hope, Deborah, my sister, you can chat. Like, you can chat. Do you see that? So if you want to talk to me, you can chat so I can hear what you're saying. So, I'm Janice of Shavalot, painter and owner of Shavalot. I am on my third live of a 30-day marathon. There may be some days in between when I can't make it. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try to do it most days. But so last time we were here, we painted, no, we didn't paint. We put transfers on this chair. So I worked on it a little bit more. I put some more transfers on it. And I put some more on. That's about half of the sheet. That's about half of the sheet of transfers that come on that sheet. So my plan is to do 4 of these chairs and in vibrant colors, all different colors, and so I have another half that I can use on one more chair, and then in the other 2 chairs, I don't know if I'm gonna use the same transfer. I probably will use the same transfer because, I mean, a second transfer, but of the, what is this one called? This one was called Botanist Journal. So this is the one with the big sunflower and all these other flowers, and there was actually some writing and some print on it too. So I'm going to use that one for all 4 chairs. So here's the other chair. Whoop. There's the other chair. So this is the before. That's what the chair looked like. It's brown. It's got a varnish on it. Hi, Deb. How are you? I'm glad you're here. It has a varnish on it. Randy, I asked Randy what he thought as far as what this wood is, and he says he thinks it's oak. They're very, very nice chairs. These are old vintage chairs that were Randy's father's, and I've seen these online, like when you Google chairs. I think I've seen them in juries, in courtrooms, or they can be like captain's chairs on a boat. And Randy's father was his business, his job was working on ships. So we think that these came off of the ships. So let's get to the colors. I want to, so the first one is red. So my intention is to have, who knows, but my thought is that the 4 of these chairs would be around one dining room table. They would be 4 different colors, and then each end of the table is going to be flanked by a different chair, an armchair that's going to be, I think, just white. So the 4 chairs that I want around the table are going to be all of the vibrant colors. So this one is red, and the choices for this one are, this is called Mermaid's Tail. This is a very popular color. It's a gorgeous color. It's a turquoise, deep turquoise color, Mermaid's Tail. This is Queen Bee, so it's a bright yellow. Really, I'm gonna definitely do one in this color. I just don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight. It's up to you guys. This one is called Old 57, and I don't think I'm going to do both of these, so one of these will be the one. So I'm definitely got red. I'm definitely using Queen Bee for 2. And I'm definitely using, this one is called Monet's Garden. This is one of our newer colors. No, it's not. This blue, Monet's Garden is green. I'm sorry. This one is called Blue Iris. And this is a beautiful, deep, but also, it's like a periwinkle, do they say? It's a beautiful color. So I'm asking you, what color should I use tonight? This is Blue Iris, Queen Bee, and then I need to know which color I should use of these, because I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards this one, because then we would have the 4 chairs would be this color, this color, this color, and red. Or, maybe this one might be better. This color, this color, this color, and red. So, hi Patty Richardson, how are you? Thank you for coming on. We're trying to pick the color for my chair. And I also got a new shipment in of DIY brushes. I've never used them before, never used this one before. So I opened it right up and I'm going to start using it. So let's see. What color am I doing? Anybody have an idea? Because if not, then I think I am going to use Queen Bee. Because I love this color and I have been dying to paint something with Queen Bee, and I think with the transfers, with all the flowers on the Queen Bee, I think that it's going to look beautiful. So I'm going to open this up. All right, okay, so I'm going to open this up. That's my dog. Whoop. So Mary Ellen was on last night, or not last night, but the night before, and she was curious about the whole process of painting this furniture with these products. And so that's why I decided to tonight just paint. So we'll start from step 1 as opposed to me going straight to the transfers and not showing the paint. So you open it up. This is a 8-ounce sample jar of this paint, and this paint, I don't know if you can see like how thick it is. It's and how vibrant that color is. It's a crazy color. So this is a clay-based paint, and it's not a chalk paint, it's a clay paint, and it has no VOCs. You don't have to worry about it. I have my windows open because I'm sweating. It's really hot here in Rhode Island today. Very humid. But no ventilation is needed. You don't have to worry about painting in a small space. And it's, I I think it's like 7 ingredients, and all of them are natural ingredients, and then it has the clay. So let's start. So you just open it up and you stir it or shake it just to kind of get the clay. You don't know if it has settled. This is the one of Debbie's DIY brushes that I have on my site. I just got them in today. I'm very excited about trying it. And you don't have to do anything to prep your piece. So all you do is put the paint. There's no sanding required. A lot of times in the furniture business, you have to sand. The paint won't apply to like certain types of like veneers and things like that. Or any varnishes that are already on. Like if the varnish is already on a piece of furniture, then it might not adhere. But with this clay-based paint, you don't have to remove the varnish. So there's no sanding. You can paint right over whatever it is. Like I sand sometimes if there's little chippy pieces of wood sticking up and you know, or there's like chips, like just to smooth them out, but that would be the only reason why I would sand. And that for me is a game changer because I don't want to do that work. I just want to paint. That's my thing, is painting. So what do you think of this color, guys? This brush is working very nicely. I love it. You don't have to use a, you know, you can use any brush. You don't have to use a brush like this. I have a lot of brushes that I purchased at Home Depot, and the Worcester, it's called a Worcester brush. This is it. This little brush right here is Depot. It's by Worcester. It's got a plastic handle, so it's comfortable. And this one needs washing. I didn't wash this. It's a little crunchy. These are like $5 or $6 at Home Depot, and they're a great brush. So, hi Bob, how are you? So I'm just saying, if you want to like run out and get a brush, this is a good brush to use with this product, and it's inexpensive. So I always have a few of those on hand. But I was excited to try Debbie's brushes because I've been hearing good things about them, and it's very nice. So, can you see? Bring you closer. Get that out of the way. All right, where am I? What am I showing? Okay, so I'll paint over there. So you just put the paint on, not all the way, just, you know, kind of on the tip. And look at how easy it goes on. It goes on really smooth. It's very easy. You don't have to worry about which direction you are painting. Like, you know, some people go with the grain or whatever, but this paint is very thick. So it's very forgiving. So those brush strokes, you know, once it dries, it doesn't matter if they go in different directions. Plus, we'll be putting lots of layers on anyway, so it'll all get covered up anyway. The other thing with this paint is, I'm going to try to get this in a good angle here. The other thing about this paint is it's thick in it. So one of the key tools that we use, you know what? I wonder if I should take this. What is this? What's that? That might be better. We use a spray. This is a spray bottle. This is a continuous, where to go? Continuous spray bottle. See, watch. When you press this button, it goes It's like a light mist. So I got this on Amazon, and the reason why these are helpful is because you can tell that this paint is really thick. So if you wanted to, or most of the times we do, is we just spray it with that, and look at how much further the paint will go. So you don't need a real lot of paint. The paint goes, look at that. I'm going to probably do the whole seat by just adding water. Has anybody ever painted chairs before? I know my sister Debbie has. I just can't, these are beautiful, beautiful chairs. I just don't like the dark wood. I can't hang with the dark wood. It drives me crazy. I like things to be bright and sunny and colorful. I just think it just brings them back to life. Just brings this furniture has been around for a very long time, and they just need to be updated. So this chair might need 2 coats because it's a very dark brown, and I don't want any of that to show. So I might do 2 coats on it. And then tomorrow I'm going to apply the transfers to try to make it look like this red one with all the flowers on it. It's a very warm day here in Rhode Island. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. Tomorrow I'm going to be by the water, so that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to be on. How is it where you guys are? Where's everybody from? I know Bob's not. He's right around. Hi, Carol. How are you? See, you're local. How are you doing? Debbie, yep, I painted chairs, but mostly no, that's not true, Debbie. She said, hi, Denise, how are you? Hi, Janice. Debbie, my sister said she painted them mostly boring white, but I remember a chair that my sister painted that had all these, you know how they have chairs that have all like the spindles and the round things and a spindle and a round thing? And she painted every single one of the pieces of the spindle really cool colors. So it kind of looked like, reminded me of like an Alice in Wonderland chair. I don't know, that probably is not what the look she was going for, but that's what it reminded me of. It was beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely going to need 2 coats. So, because the brown, it's a dark brown, but 2 coats is really not, it's really not a lot of paint. And what's good is that this paint dries really fast. So the 2 coats, I don't have to wait till tomorrow. I can, as soon as I'm done painting like the back of this chair, the front will be dry. And then I can just keep going. Carol, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming on. I used to work with Carol at Amica Insurance Company, where I've retired from, and I'm just wondering how the company is doing. If you guys are at work, if you're working from home. It's just a very strange time right now. All this stuff going on. So here's the back. Boring, right? So let's brighten that up. It's hot in here, so this is going to dry really quick. You see how easy it goes on? Working from home. I am doing well. I'm doing good, Carol. I'm doing good. So working from home. Well, that's good. I know Mika was very good about keeping everything sanitized and stuff, but it's probably just safer to be home. You must miss Brenda and Gail. Poor Carol. All the people we used to work with retired. We put many years in the company together. And all my friends are all starting to retire now, which is great. So this color is called Queen Bee. I'm using very little paint. Like, this is an 8-ounce jar, as I probably already mentioned. It's called the sample size, and they say that it can paint like it's enough to paint like a small bureau. I believe it can do more than that, because you don't need a lot of paint, and plus the water can make it go further. So 8-ounce sample jar goes far. Does anybody have any questions about the paint? Adine, hello. Gail hasn't left yet. Oh. And you do miss Brenda. Brenda's a good egg. She's a good person. I thought Gail already left. Why did I think that? Maybe she had her retirement party with Brenda, but she didn't leave yet. So this is kind of boring. This is not the most funnest. There's so many things we can do. You know, like the transfers were stressing me out the other night when I was putting them on. I realized that I needed to have a little bit of focus putting those on, because you want to make sure that they're in the right place, because once they're on, they're on. And so I worked on that today by myself, and I could think about where I was putting everything, and it came out really good. I'm really happy with it. Can you see it? Oh, I have to see. So all of these are different that I cut out of this big sheet. Whoops, how do I show this to you? Can you, oh, I don't know. I gotta figure out this camera. But yeah, and I have the flowers going down the legs. Well, the stems going down the legs. And I sanded this red because I just like things to look sanded and vintagey, so you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I sanded it so this red turned kind of pink in the different corners and stuff, and I love it. It almost looks like the sun. It almost looks like the sun is shining on it. But see right here, right here. So it's kind of gives it more of a distressed look. So I'm going to be doing that to all of them. So once you get the paint on the way you like it, then you sand it off. So this brush is nice. It's going right in it, you know, in these little spindle spaces. So it's just, look, it's just so easy. No, it just doesn't give me a hard time at all. Oops. How are you, Adine? I hope you're doing well. You're back at work, right? Yeah, I wanted to paint this chair to introduce as kind of like an introduction to the paint, so you could see how well it works, what it's all about. And I sell them on my website. And now I have these brushes. I sell them at Shabalot.com. And now I have a blog. I started a blog. Chris, hello. I started a blog, and so I wrote some things in there about why my name is Shabalot, where that came from, because right away. But I think so. It was just a little story I wanted to share with everybody about why I named my company Shabalot. And also on my website, I have some paintings. I'm going to be hosting, hopefully, some other artists' work, not just mine, and who allowed me to show her work on my website, and that's Chris Oliver Newman, and she's watching us right now. Chris is from Rhode Island. I grew up with her. And she is a very talented artist. She has art in her soul. And I love her work. So I asked her if I could feature her on my website. So we've got about 5 paintings from Chris on my website for sale as well. But Chris does a lot. She does a lot of art. She does jewelry. She does I don't know. Chris, you do a lot of art, don't you? Chris, this is Queen Bee. Painting this chair, Queen Bee. Painting it yellow. Can you tell? I'm looking at this and it still looks brown to me. But That's already painted. I think it's the lighting in here. So I was just giving an introduction on this paint. And Chris just started using the DIY paint, and she's following Debbie's Design Diary. So, Marta, how are you? Hi, Marta. I'm painting this chair yellow. This is Queen Bee. You like it? Do you like yellow chairs, Marta? I'm yelling. I shouldn't be yelling because you're not here. I feel like because you're out there and God knows where, I need to yell to reach you, but I probably don't have to. Mwah! It was terrible because during the quarantine, I didn't get out much. I didn't see a lot of my friends. And then one day, we got together with our friends, and it was terrible because we couldn't hug. Randy, go away. TV? Well, it's not TV. What is this? I don't know.
Paint on my face.
I can paint your face.
No. Thank you.
And we couldn't hug because you can't. But that was so weird. I hated it. But we have to, there's a lot of stuff going on, so I guess that's the least of our worries. Is that my hand anyway? So, yep, I do. I love Queen Bee. Have you used it? Chris, I've been wanting to use this color. And I have like little pieces, like little things, but I've been seeing all these people's work with the Queen Bee, and I'm like, I got to do something with it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's a good color. You can't really tell right now because it's just the one coat, but when the second coat is on it, it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to have a psychedelic dining room. That's okay, right? Okay. So there's the first coat. I'll have to take a walk around this table to see, find the areas that I missed. But I will put another coat on it tonight. And then I'll put another coat on it tonight. I'm going to go say hi. Ow, my knees. I'll put another coat on it tonight, and then tomorrow, I don't know, because we get the boat thing tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm coming on tomorrow, but the next time I come on, we're going to adhere the transfers, and there's also waxing, on the decorations. Oh, Queen Bee, I know. Chris has made some beautiful decorations, and she's been painting them with the DIY paint, and she sent me a picture of them, and they're beautiful. They're ornaments, like these tall ornaments, but they're not like holiday ornaments. They're because they're painted with the DIY with these colors. So I said to her, they would be really pretty, like on a string of white lights, like out over around the trees or on your deck or something like that. But I'm just showing you a chair, because that's what I'm working on right now. But I have 30 days to go live with you guys, and so there are so many things that DIY paint can be used for because it's clay based. So it adheres to pretty much everything. And then in addition to painting, there's all of these really cool things like the transfers. I have the molds. I've got Debbie. I have mermaid molds, like mermaids molds that we're going to be making. and painting, and I wings, angel wings. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot you can do. It depends on what you enjoy doing, but I'm gonna get into it. This was just painting a chair, but I wanted to do it so that you could see the quality of the paint and how how you get started. So I'm gonna go off now. Marta, you're inspired? What are you gonna paint? You gonna paint something? I even paint canvases with this paint. I have done paint pour with this paint, and I'm gonna do a paint pour with you guys as well and show you how to do that, because that's a blast. So Debbie, you're gonna get your creativity hat on. You're gonna be inspired also, and my sister's an artist, and we're gonna get her painting again. Okay, guys, I'll hang up now. Thank you so much for joining me in my third live of 30. Only 27 more to go. It's fine. That's not a problem. We can handle that. So thanks for watching. I will see you probably not tomorrow. We will paint together my countertop. We can do that. We can do that. Where? In Poland? Love mermaids and angel wings. Can't wait. Deb, you're going to love it. If you want it, well, I was going to say, if you want to come over and make them with me, we can both do it on camera. That would be fun, but we can't because of this crazy world that we live in right now. So, but that's okay. We have virtual. We can do this. So it's better. It's still good. It's still good. All right, guys. I'm gonna go now. So finish paint. This is boring. I don't want to keep doing this. It's too boring for you. Let's be more exciting next time. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Mwah. Take care. Bye bye.